Hello and welcome to coverage of the TCG Player MaxPoint Championship here in Indianapolis. I'm Marshall Sutcliffe in the booth with Frank Lepore.
Correct.
And we are underway. Craig Wescoe with a nice start here. Monastery Swift Spear.
The swiftest of starts, you might say.
Yes, gets right in there for a damage. And Mark-Antony is playing Jeskai combo. And that means that he's going to be susceptible to these quick starts.
But the thing is, like, Craig doesn't have too much disruption for Mark's combo.
No, this is going to be one of those things where if Craig can get in range and kind of put enough heat on Mark-Antony to burn him out, then he can close out the game in pretty quick fashion. But he is not going to get in the way of Mark, actually comboing off himself. So if Mark can find the pieces, he's going to be able to go off. And
I was playing a Sultai deck in Standard on Magic Online, and I was playing against the Jeskai combo deck in a match or two. And I had 4 main deck Sultai Charms, and it was just amazing against the deck because obviously the second mode is destroying an enchantment or an artifact. So just having that built into your main deck to destroy their Jeskai Ascendancy in response to them playing like a Retraction Helix or something was huge. And it was often very hard for them to go off because you could just kill their combo enabler.
So Craig Wescoe has Lightning Strike, and I don't think much else in his hand. And he actually could have Lightning Struck there to get in for a couple extra damage, but I think he wants to leave it up in case Mark-Antony didn't find a Sylvan Caryatid and instead found
Kiora's Follower.
Yeah, Kiora's Follower. He also has the Rattleclaw Mystic as well,
Yeah, because all the mana creatures are the most relevant part of the engine because that's what allows you to untap them and add more mana, etc.
No blocks there for Mark-Antony. He's taking no chances on losing his Caryatid. It is an absolutely critical piece of the combo.
Does Craig have 3 lands and a Lightning Helix?
Yes, he does.
This match could end very quickly.
Especially with the start that Mark-Antony's had here. He already has 2 of the combo pieces he needs. He has Jeskai Ascendancy and Sylvan Caryatid. And here's the third piece here. So all he needs is a Retraction Helix at some point here. And remember, he gets to start looting. And he's going to be able to go off. I think he might already have it, too.
Well, he has Bribers first, so he can just play that for 0.
Here we go.
Which will keep untapping it.
Yeah, but he needs Helix to keep doing the bounce thing, and here he goes. He's got all 4 pieces of the combo. He gets to untap. He is going to want to find
4 pieces of the combo is such a funny thing to say, because that's a large combo.
It is a large combo. He is...
A lot of times you see things like Splinter Twin, where you have 2 pieces of a combo. You're like...
He's going to tap for mana, pre-combat. He's going to float a mana here. He's going to play a Briber's Purse. That's going to get an untap. And he is moments away from being able to go off here. Tap it, return it,
play it for 0,
untap. And now he's demonstrated.
I think he's asking Craig if he wants me to go through it.
Yeah, Craig's usually will make you do it.
Yeah, I mean, if we were playing for a significant amount of money, which we are today, I would definitely make you, go through the motions.
So what he said is, I'm going to loot through my whole deck. I'm assuming. I don't really know how else he could just go grab the Ultra of the Brood like that, but yeah, he's just... Okay, so Craig Wescoe said, show me the kill.
Okay.
So he just wanted to see how it was that he was going to kill him, and then Mark was like, okay, this is how I kill you.
And you can actually, for Jeskai Ascendancy, you can decline, you can choose not to loot. Yes. So you don't ever have to deck yourself.
Nope. And with no way to interact, Mark-Antony Byrd picks up the first game against Craig Wescoe. Things look decent for Craig up until the third turn when he had nothing.
Yeah, when Craig was just drawing land after land.
Yeah.
One of the things about the Jeskai combo is that, if the Altar was so far down in his deck and you had to loot, he might deck himself before Craig could actually get milled. But, it's a May ability, so it's not a concern. You just literally, it could be the last card in your deck. And then you just go off and just keep, when you replay a permanent like Briber's Purse, it mills Craig for 1. So the essence of the combo is you bounce the Briber's Purse, replay it, mill Craig for 1, bounce it, replay it, and then, ad nauseum. So.
Right. So he's got a total of 8 temples in this deck.
Yeah, I mean, that's a good amount. The temples are actually amazing in his deck because they allow him to search for specific combo pieces. Like, temples in general have been, I feel like they're a great use for combo decks because they let you filter away the cards you don't need. And when every single piece is as vital as they are for combo decks, every card is relevant, And you never want to draw, 2 of the same thing, or, you know, draw a land when you need a retraction helix. So being able to filter excess draws to the bottom like that is just great.
Sure.
He also has Twin Flame, which is interesting. That's a secondary win condition. Twin Flame allows you to copy a creature, put a copy of that creature into play, and it has haste. So Mark-Antony could actually copy a Kiora's follower, say, pump it infinitely with the Jeskai Ascendancy's +1/+1 and untap ability, and then just attack with it for 30, you know, or
I mean, he
much.
can do that anyway because the Ascendancy makes the copy, but I think you can strive it, right?
What does Strive do? I'm trying to... Oh, for like the multiples? Like
making infinite copies so that he can get around anything.
Yeah, oh yeah, you can definitely do that. You can make infinite mana with a Caryatid, and then just strive to make 5 copies of it. Obviously not Caryatid, because that's
probably
not
go
attacking.
even higher than 5 myself.
Yeah, just make 1 million.
There you go.
Just let's go. Sky's the limit with your copies here.
Yeah, I mean, and the fact is, once you're in going off mode anyway, usually you can get through. You only need to get 1 creature through, and usually you can anyway, because you get to bounce all of their non-land permanents with your Helix. And then Rashad says you lose to Deflecting Palm.
And not only did he say it, he actually did the Deflecting Palm artwork.
Yeah, he is.
He made that gesture with his hands, and he's still doing it right now. He held it for about 15 seconds just to make sure we noticed it.
It also looks a lot like the Heisman.
And if you guys are looking for more Magic action, make sure you get out there for TCG Player Modern State Championships, the Invitational. We have Store Championship Weekend. We have Standard State Championships. We have Player Appreciation Weekend. All these events, you can go on the TCG Player website, figure out what's best for you. If you just want to play Magic in any way, shape, or form, we have a ton of ways for you to do it. So mark your calendars for 2015. There are a bunch of exciting events coming up.
You know what I need from you, Frank?
I'm listening.
I need a limited state championships.
We had one. We had one this year, actually.
Wasn't that popular?
It wasn't that popular.
Yeah, I know. I remember
That's unfortunate.
when
I
Star
love
City
limited
used to
too.
do those big draft opens.
Yeah.
They had to kill those too.
Yeah. And it's real sad because it feels like everyone loves drafting, but when it comes to huge events like that, sometimes they're just not as popular.
Yeah, they're more geared towards constructed. Yep.
Yeah, it's weird.
It is a reality. I mean, look,
guys like us, we get left behind.
We do, but I mean, it's not that draft isn't popular. These things anyway. Like you can go to the side events and they'll be running drafts almost all day. It's just for some reason on the bigger
scales. Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know why.
It's weird.
I played in one of those draft opens one. I made it to the finals.
Nice. Who'd you lose to?
I know the guy. His name is Thomas. Yeah, he's a local player. I didn't know him yet at that point.
Now you guys are bros?
No, I mean, yeah. I mean, he's a friend of mine, but like,
definitely not.
I'm mad at him still. I remember how I lost. He
salty,
played a
huh?
Frost Titan that he was splashing.
Oh my, that's a double blue spell.
Yeah, I was mad at him. He got me good. He hasn't let me forget that one. He had a couple islands and a glacial fortress or something, and he got me with it.
Oh man,
did not beat that one. Yeah,
Rashad's laugh is killing me over here.
He's a really nice guy, though.
Oh man,
I forgive him.
But that made you a little frosty afterward.
Oh, I was. There was some salt.
Man. All right, so I imagine Craig is on the play here.
Right, Craig's going to be on the play here for this game.
Well, and the other thing is, like, I doubt Craig would have kept the double Monastery Swiftspear hand, very little else, if he knew that he was against Jeskai combo, because you want to keep very particular hands, and sometimes...
God, I don't know. You know, I wonder what kind of hands he really can have.
I'm wondering that too.
You know
actually.
what I mean?
Yeah,
like,
his deck is not configured to... to really beat the Jeskai. Oh, but Mark-Antony goes to 6.
Going down to 6 here, yeah. I mean, I think if you're in Craig's seat, your mission is very straightforward. You just need to pile on as much damage as quickly. I mean, basically, your game plan is to deny him draw steps by killing him, right? Like,
Craig also has 2 erase in the sideboard.
Keep him off of that. He does have 2 erase in the board.
Yeah, so that's actually very good to bring in. Deflecting Palm is also good. He also has...
it's actually not. Remember, this is the Brood.
That's true. Like, it depends on how he goes for it.
You can't deflect bills, unfortunately.
But if we could.
Yeah.
He has 1 Glare of Heresy, which means like if if Mark-Antony plays Jeskai Ascendancy but doesn't go off that turn, Craig can exile it.
Yeah.
So it definitely works.
Which is very common.
Yeah. So yeah, I think he has a couple sideboard options, and I'm not sure if he kept any of those cards in his opener, but I think Craig knows what he's doing. So I'll definitely default to him on whether his 7 is. I see a Seeker of the Way, a couple lands, looks like some Lightning Strikes. And also, don't forget, if Mark-Antony has any mana accelerants that aren't Sylvan Caryatid, like they're, you know, lightning strikes are very live against him. So like,
wow, Mark just snap kept that 6.
So he
did you see that?
No, I did see him pull the...
He must have verbaled or something because Craig played a land like immediately. There's an Aether Spouts in his hand?
Yeah, he's got an Aether Spouts in his hand.
Kind of interesting.
Which he has 3 of in the sideboard.
All right, turn 2 Seeker of the Wave for Craig Wescoe.
That's a good card. As we've noticed, this guy has been dismantling players this weekend.
Yeah, I think it's particularly poorly positioned against Jeskai combo.
Yeah, oh yeah.
Because the life gain doesn't matter. And
right.
The
life's irrelevant.
Yeah, but it has been doing good work for sure. It's just one of those cards that, like, every time I read it, I kind of shrug, and every time I see it in play, I'm like, wow.
That's doing a lot more work than I would have thought it was doing.
Exactly.
Yeah, it's a very unassuming card.
Now, with 2 lightning strikes in hand for Wescoe, depending on what the other cards are, I wouldn't be surprised if he starts just firing these things off. He's going to want to keep at least one of them up.
Yeah.
Yeah, here we go. He's just got to blast the face here to get in for 6.
14.
Again, looking to plan A here is just to pile on damage.
Oh, that's a Chain to the Rock. So yeah, he can actually keep that up for whatever creature he has.
Exactly.
Looks like Mark has the Jeskai Ascendancy. Oh, it's always the carry. Dude.
Yep, and that's the one. I mean, you know, talking to the people that played that played this deck at the PT and stuff, they all said if I could run 8 Sylvan Caryatids, this deck just becomes unbelievable.
And I played against it at my local store, and I was boarding in. I was playing a deck with like Rabble Masters and Mantis Riders, but I was like boarding in Anger the Gods just to beat the Sylvan Caryatids because they're relevant. They're extremely relevant.
Attack, no block, probably. No block. He has 2 Chain of the Rocks.
Yeah.
Oh, he's got a Brimaz though. Yeah.
Oh, that's a good follow-up.
That definitely takes precedent here. So.
And Mark looks like it's not a retraction. He looks it's an Aether Spouts, but.
Okay.
I wonder. Man, I feel like this deck is always so close to just like going off.
He finds a swan song. Yeah, I see that he's got the Jeskai Ascendancy in his hand. So he's got 2 really important pieces, and I think he actually does have a Helix. He's going to go for the Aether Spouts here. Now, I tell you what, Craig Wescoe is going to be certainly curious about what's going on. You see, this is where he's thinking, what in the world could this guy have? Why is he passing a turn on 5 mana with like 4 or 5 cards in hand? And there's Mark-Antony trying to do his best poker face, like, I don't got anything. Don't look at me. Craig knows there's absolutely something up here. I don't know. I mean,
yeah, Craig's smart.
He's not going to have seen the deck list. He will not know for sure.
A lot of players would have just run all their creatures out there.
And he might decide to do that, but he's definitely going to have considered all of his options before doing so. What is he chaining here?
Interesting. Oh, I think he's just triggering Seeker of the Way. With Chain to the Rocks, you have to target an opponent's creature, and since his opponent has no creatures, it doesn't have a target. So he's literally just trying to trigger Seeker of the Way to get a +1/+1. Oh, and Mark is just like, that's fine. So and Monastery Swiftspear, obviously. Oh man, Craig, no. The game's not over when this happens, but it's...
If he fires off that lightning strike, it is.
Oh yeah, you're right. Because then
I don't think he will, though.
He doesn't have any reason to right now. Like,
well,
he
does.
He gets,
yeah, but he gets another damage off Swiftspear and plus another off of the strike. But I agree with you. I think that it wouldn't be correct to do it.
I probably would have blocked Monastery Swiftspear here because it's a 2/3, and it forces if Craig has it, then Craig can.
What a blowout! Yeah, Aether Spouts. He does have to take a damage to do this.
That's not a concern though. He goes to 8. That gives him a lot of time.
8? I think he's just going to 9. Yeah,
oh, he took 3 from the lightning strike. Oh, he's at 12.
So you're right, 8.
Yeah.
Wow. Now where are these going?
Or bottom, whatever you choose.
Oh man.
Craig has to decide top or bottom of library, but that was just a savaging. Wow.
Yeah.
Craig, yeah, bummer, dude. Craig Wescoe has to read it again.
It's like, let me double check.
Where do these go now?
Oh, I get to
rip them up.
Can I just put them in the trash can instead?
I mean, he used a Chain to the Rocks only to trigger 2 prowess, and then a lightning strike to trigger prowess. Basically, it did hit Mark, so he didn't get bricked off of that.
But you wouldn't have used it so cavalier.
Every single creature on his board got Aether Spouted. Like, that is disgusting.
And Craig thought for a while. I think he just didn't put him on Aether Spouts.
It's so hard to. All right, it looks like Mark gets to know what's on top there, and it's Brimaz.
Oh, God.
So now Mark gets to play.
Mark just plowed under for 3 creatures.
Well, they went on the bottom, though.
Oh, well, the Brimaz is on top.
Yes.
But the other 2 went on the bottom?
Yeah, they
Okay.
died, basically.
So he wrathed 2 and put 1 on top.
Yes.
That's still ridiculous.
That is insane, yeah. All right, so we're going to see the Ascendancy come out
have
now.
the retraction.
Oh, he's got it. Yeah, he had it before, too.
Man, oh, man.
Yeah. The Birdman has it all.
The Birdman. I like it. I wonder if that's an official nickname or not.
Well, I was just making an NBA, you know,
Right,
the Birdman from the Heat. You're from Florida. You should know about this.
We're not all from Miami, buddy.
Are you a Heat fan?
No.
Magic? Not The Gathering?
I'm not a huge basketball fan, so it's hard to...
God. This just keeps getting worse.
This weekend's not going well for you, buddy.
This is not a good start. 41 cards, doesn't like basketball. Who are you? All right, Jeskai Ascendancy, though, hits the battlefield.
I mean, it could be 24 spells, 17 lands in the 41 cards.
Oh, you're right.
And it's just real bad.
There is always that.
It's always a silver lining.
And it looks like
comes a
Mark's
Brimaz.
just going to ship the turn back. So there's Brimaz off the top as we knew was coming. Craig Wescoe's going to drop back down to 20 and not really have anything else to do this turn.
Well, he's gonna retraction helix, untap, loot, +1/+1, probably bounce Brimaz at the end of his turn.
Pretty aggressive here. I mean, does he have another helix?
Yeah, he does. It's in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah, so untap.
It's Brimaz just to make sure the pressure stays off of him. Draws
He doesn't
another
have
Swan
anything else
Song.
though. He has 2 Swan Songs, a retraction helix, and what's the other card in the front? Magma Jet?
Yeah.
Looks like Magma Spray rather.
Spray. So he just has to sit around for a little while.
He's got some time.
Yeah. The Magma Spray will trigger the Jeskai Ascendancy.
Oh man, that 1 Sylvan Carry added. It's funny because this 03 is just such a pain, you know. That's a commune.
Finds a commune with the gods. I don't know if that's really going to find him what he wants here, though.
Oh, no, we played yeah, I crushed you.
I guess I could find him a Dragon Mantle here.
That is an enchantment. And he gets to loot as well, so he basically gets to look at the top 6.
Yeah, he's going to get rid of that Magma Jet. He found a Briber's Purse, so that's going to help. This thing's going to resolve.
Magma Spray.
Sorry, yeah, Magma Spray.
We both have. Oh, that's a whiff.
Did he whiff?
Yeah, no creatures and no enchantments.
Yuck.
Oh boy.
Craig's like, seriously? Sweet.
He's. I keep having to read it too because I keep thinking it's creature or land, because I just think of Grizzly Salvage.
All right.
Is he just going all in here?
Don't know. Let's find out. He draws another Magma Spray.
God, we're literally just going back and forth on what.
This is the thing.
Okay.
And there's a Briber's Purse, so he gets to do this. And there's no way to interact here for Wescoe.
All right.
So I think that that Mark-Antony is in good shape here to go off.
Bounce.
I was like,
Doesn't get shattered.
I can get it this turn.
And he's going to start repeating the process over and over again.
I have not milled my win condition.
I feel like I would just make him do it. What if he boards out his win condition, and he just says to you like, "Hey, I'm going to go off. Can you deal with it?"
No, that's fine.
So now what he's doing is he's looting every single turn. Now this is the point where, you know, I did a master class with Luis Scott Vargas about this deck, and he said this is where Treasure Cruise can come in handy. Like if you didn't have any cards left in your hand, you can find a Treasure Cruise.
Yeah, definitely. You could pay for it. Pay 1 for it.
Yeah. As it stands, Mark-Antony, who needed to discard there.
He needed to discard actually. Yeah.
He hasn't discarded yet.
He drew a card and put it in his hand.
Wow, he's got to be careful with that.
I mean, I don't see how it would affect that game, but yeah, I mean, like that's not something. Because especially when you're shortcutting like that. Like,
but you know the difference between drawing a card and drawing and discarding a card is like a game loss.
Right, exactly.
So he's just got to be careful. So, procedural thing, Rashad? What is it?
You didn't resolve the trigger, yeah.
Okay, so Rashad says you're drawing a card that you're supposed to, so it's not drawing extra cards, but then you didn't discard the card, so that you'd get something for that.
He would do that.
You just got to be careful, man. I don't, you know, he seemed to have that deck down pretty well. You don't want to.
I think these games just concluded at the same exact time.
Hey, we had to
Ben Weinberg was literally signing the slip at the same time these guys were signing the slip.
Yeah. Maybe it was maybe